Test. 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 Yeah, fruity game spaghetti. That's true, right? It's not horrible. I don't mind data yeast pins. I mean, there's a simplicity factor to it. But it's not horrible. Oh. Could always be better. Oh, crap. It's not good. Everyone is a critic. Everyone has their own opinion. What games they like the best. You can go through my whole collection and say you hate it all. I don't give a shit. Yeah. If you can get it for the right price, then it's a good pin. If you're paying 20, any pin is a good pin at the right price. I would take a Data East Simpsons for $800. It's a pinball machine. I didn't pay $2,500 for this thing, so for me, the theme is there because I like turtles. So. I saw a few people selling this one. $2,500. One guy wanted. I don't even think he had the lights in the back box working. said that he was going to take 2, but then he was a total dick. So that was one guy wanted 25. Then another guy wanted 35 for one. Then I found a guy in Pennsylvania, I think, that wanted 25 or maybe more. I was able to get this one for $1,600. And I did the LED, some of the LEDs in here, so. Oh, for the Guns N' Roses, I guess. I don't mind Data East or Sega, basically the same company, and then became Stern, so I have no problem with them. I mean, they're not Bally Williams, but if it didn't have like the 10 million sewer shot, I wouldn't like the pin as much, but it does have that, which is kind of neat. There it is. It's taking a while to get that. Victory lap. Oh, mother. Turn on my... What's up all night? I haven't been streaming for the past 2 weeks. I've been crazy busy with work, business. So I've taken a break, but now I'm back streaming, or streaming today. So now I'm here doing a little streaming before people go live telling you how to set up a stream. I've been good other than that, trying to secure a whirlwind. Well, that's good to hear. Well, that you've been busy. Busy is sometimes good, but yeah, I've been working like a dog. Yeah, man, I don't take anything too seriously. I'll try to read your comments here. Everything's good stream-wise. Just nitpicky. The storm is coming. Anything I throw out toward the stream is things I've learned or trying to help you out. No, I understand. It's just when it comes down to what pin I'm playing, I don't care what people think. I try to secure things that I don't see for sale too often, and I only saw, like I said, I saw a few turtles for sale, and I was able to secure this one at a reasonable price. I mean, pins are very subjective. I mean, whatever pin you want to play, that's fine. Go and buy it. But I'm not going to buy every pin. There's certain I like, certain I hate. Yeah, Whirlwind would be great. I passed on one for 1,800. Didn't have the topper. Well, they wanted 2,100, but they didn't have the topper, so I said, hell with that. They would have taken 18, but I wasn't going to pay 18 for something without the topper. I would have paid maybe 15. Yeah. Radical's good. Black Knight 2000. People either love them or hate them, I reckon. Yeah, man. Whatever you like to play, that's fine. I mean, I don't consider myself a pinball snob. I mean, I'd play pretty much anything. And if I can find it for the right price. Like I said, there's not a ton of places to play pinball around here. That's why I have to buy them. If you do find a spot, they don't have LEDs in them and they're in a dark corner somewhere. We have a Tack from Mars that's would be amazing if they had LEDs in it. You can barely see the thing. This pin has enough going on for me to enjoy it. I don't play it all the time. I probably won't play this all week, but there's enough going on that it's not bad. If you're looking to get a deep rule set with this, then you've looked the wrong direction. But, yeah. Gorgar would be sick. I do like Gorgar, just the theme is it's a little crazy. Like, the artwork's sick. It's like having the devil in your living room, though, if you were to buy one. It's really cool, though. Did you end up buying Spider-Man? Who is he talking to? I own a Spider-Man. I don't know who he was referring to, though. Let's see if they can say head for the sewer a million times. Yeah, I own a Spider-Man, Stern Spider-Man, which I don't know what I'm doing with at the end of the year. I mean, I might sell, but I haven't found another Stern that I love. And I'd like to pick up a nice Whirlwind if I could by the end of the year or something, or by spring. There's a guy right now in New York selling one for $22.50, but I'd have to have it shipped. I'm not driving 2.5 hours to get a Whirlwind. Google Glass. Google Glass or something to read the chat while you're playing. Game of Thrones. Yeah, it looks okay. I'll play it. What's going on, Tater Salad? Just doing some streaming today. We tried to stream Taxi the other day, but my girlfriend doesn't have a strong enough internet connection, so we'll have to get around to streaming that. I might give her some more money to get a faster connection and just stream for like a week or so. Ah. What's up, Amaroku? The whole gang's here. I guess that's what I need to do. Don't go live for like 2 weeks. Oh. This is where seizure lights start to happen. What happened to that third ball? Totally lost it. Oh, there it is. It's hung up. No! Give me a clear shot. Ah. There we go. Can I get the sewer? Your mother. That's like the hardest thing, though. You can't really backhand the sewer. I might have done it once. Okay. All right. Ninja. Ah! Alright, let's go for something. Oh! There's one on the looping. No! It's so difficult. 2, 2, 3. We got 7 seconds. Oh! More! Nope. 3's my number. Uh-oh. Oh, looping again. You know, I thought you could it would continue where the looping left off, but I might be wrong. No, I guess not. Mother. Nope. Maybe I will head for the sewer. There we go. That's one way to do it. Ah! Oh, reset, restart. There's your jackpot, maybe. No! It's crazy in here. It's like the victory, that's like the hero music. Oh, it's special lit? Oh. I think special gives you like nothing, but we'll try to hit it. Oh, mother. There we go. We gotta get a few more million here. Nope. Ninja, 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 ninja. Got my turtle on today. Excuse me. I wish my playfield looked as nice as yours, Pinball Life. Why, thank you. Yeah, it's a decent playfield. There's a little bit of some stuff going on down here, but nothing major. My power supply blew out 2 weeks ago. Thought it was the DMD, and was so bummed. That's like one of the reasons why I have a few pins, not only by the name Pinball Like, but I would have problems from time to time with. I've only had like 3 issues with my atoms, and they weren't big issues. One was like the guy, all he had to do was solder some stuff and blew my boards out in the back, and then so it sucked to be down without a pinball machine. So that's why I have as many as I do now. So if anything were to happen for one of mine, then I could play the other one. I'm telling you, you guys, a lot of people that are either streaming or, you know, like the guys that do Buffalo Pinball, they have a lot of areas that they can go and play. So they have a lot of friends that own pins, and you know, Dead Flip is in Chicago and has his friend who is storing all the pins there. So it's easy for people to come and bash pins, especially when they don't buy them. Like, one of my favorites is Adams. So if people come and say, hey, it's a 2-shot pin, well, they don't give a shit because they can go play it at a local barcade for 50 cents, you know? So next time people, like, bash one of your pins that you enjoy, it's like, well, they have no connection to it because A, they didn't probably grow up loving that pin, and B, you know, there's pins everywhere. There's not a lot of pins where we are in Western Mass. Bride of Pinball. Let's see. Trying to read this. I just got my high score on Williams Taxi, 8 million. Wow, that's great, Jim. Layer Owl. Street Fighter 2, which I played instead. Bride of Pinball for life. Is a 2-shot pin, and she's still my main dish. That's a great score though on Taxi. I think I've only put up like 3 million on my Taxi, so Taxi's a great pin. I don't see going. Yeah, the pickups are fun. It's just a great pin. I've been offered a Pinbot plus a nice Pinbot. It was my first time getting all the pickups too, and I got 2 extra balls. I barely get extra balls. It was really good run. That is a great score. So I was offered a really nice Pinbot plus $300, like, so I'd be putting up the 300 because my Taxi's not in the best shape. And I passed because Taxi's just awesome, dude. And you don't find Taxi around here a lot. Well, you don't find a lot of pins around here a lot, but Milko, you got a shot between F. You got a shot in between the tits for the Billionaires Club. Between the tits for the Billionaires Club. Yeah. I'm a big fan of low-scoring pins. I really do enjoy them. So I have Turtles, which is pretty much a low-scoring pin. Pinball Hall of Fame for 3DS, so that's what I play on. Well, you can play it for just the ramp. So I have this, and I have Taxi as my low-scoring pin. And then I have the Adams, which is kind of a high-scoring pin, and Spider-Man, which is kind of high. That's sort of why I'm looking at a Whirlwind for another low-scoring pin. I like to have all different kinds, but low-scoring's fun because, like a Wizard of Oz. I enjoy Wizard of Oz because it's a low-scoring pin. Some people might hate it, some people might love it, but if I had $8,000, I'd probably put it towards that. Osric, you must love Wizard of Oz then, yep. The circle pad on the Doritos is Taxi. That's what you use for the launcher so it can make skill shots though. Wizard of Oz is a masterpiece, I believe. But I feel like pinball has become politics. Like, don't tell people you're a Republican or a Democrat, just say you're independent, right? It's like, don't tell people what pins you love or pins you own because people might bash it. But I'll tell you what I like and what I hate. Scoring is just relative to me. Scoring is just relative to me. You could put whatever numbers on it, and it's still the same game. Yeah, I sort of feel different about it because I mean, you could, technically, like for an Adams, you could, put it in the chair or whatever and score a ton of points for doing not a ton of work. So I like pins that are sort of a challenge, like we're talking taxi and stuff. You got to pick everybody up and. You got to be in the billions. You got to be in the billions for something like Adams to actually like, or like high score. But like something like Whirlwind, I guess it could be all relative, but it's just fun with a low scoring pin. My cousin owns a game show. It's okay. I'm kind of bored. I get bored with it. It's cool, but it's not, like he has a Whirlwind and also a Batman Forever, so the one I'm going to go for is Whirlwind and Batman compared to a game show. Are we back in that sewer? There we go. Restart on the... You mother. Dude, I needed that. I couldn't get it. Oh, saved. I'm not hitting anything now. Oh well. The pin has a pretty rough to get the 10 million shot. It's the shots and feeds that make it challenging rather than the scoring. Yeah, I've gotten a few times tater salad. Feeds to the drain. New posting on Craigslist. Nothing to do with pinball. Alright. I mean, Turtles isn't my favorite. Oh, crap. Just drained quickly. Turtles isn't my favorite pin. It's just, it is a, people that don't play a lot of pinball, when they come over, they'll play this and they sort of enjoy it, but they also gravitate towards Adams when that one's working. Everything's working now. There's your dead flip. What's up, dead flip? It's definitely a save on April right there. But that's fine if you don't want to give it to me. She doesn't really give out that much. Oh, yes. I want to play this damn game. That makes one of you. That makes one person in the room that wants to play it. The man who accidentally drains his extra ball at the pinball table of life. What the hell? I sort of have to move that because I was come out to California and play mine. I thought yours was broken. I'll go play it at Tater's. Okay. Oh man. Oh sheesh. I was trying to say you suck. Jeez. His chat just got really hostile. Wow. This is just a 2-shot pin. You don't want to play this. It's 2 ramps, 2 shots. It sucks. Especially when that pizza totally F's with you. I think technically this would be more of a 2-shot pin. But to each their own. There's the 2 shots. Oh, mother. Pizza out to get you. It's got enough going on where the price of $1,600, you get a lot of gameplay. But if I had to pay more, I would not pay more than $1,600. I would not pay more than 2 probably for this pin. I guess that's how I feel about a lot of Data East pins. It should probably be priced at, you know, not high 2s, more like low 2s. Or in the case of Data East Simpsons, $800. Oh. Mother effer. I like that the ramp rails don't cover the playfield. It's really not that sucky of a pin that people... I like to hear people's reasonings why it sucks. If it's not, I mean, it's not, you don't have a lot of, there's not a lot going on, I understand that. It's not like, everyone plays every pin and they go, oh, I want it to be whatever. I want it to be, I don't know, maybe people take a hook over or this, or even, I don't even think I haven't played Back to the Future, but I don't think there's a lot going on there either. But I'm not going to pay, you know, $2,100 for a broken Back to the Future. I think Turtles is probably a better pin than Back to the Future. Maybe if you could find a Back to the Future, that's for sure. It might just be the rules. Yeah, it's simple. It's simple rules. It's just hit the ram, cap the ball. Yeah. It was a lot of fun too. Yeah, I have yet to play one either, but apparently some collectors have them, Back to the Future collectors, and I think you find a lot of them out in probably California. I've talked to a few people. They said they sell me them, but I never heard back from them. Go for that special when lit spinner. Yeah. I had a chance to buy a broken Back to the Future for $2,100, but I thought that was a ridiculous price for something that he paid $500 for. I said I'd give him $1,500. That was sort of my top. I would have even gone like $18, but not $2,100 for a broken pin. Yeah, fix it up, but I would never sell. I don't sell pins. I'm a collector. Wow. F this game. I played a lot of Data East games growing up. I think the only one I disliked was Monday Night Football. Some people like that, I think. One of the guys from the Sanctums, I think, has one of those. I think Jack Danger played one in a hotel room. Data East is not a bad company. I love when people post on Facebook though, like, this was my first pin, and it's like a whirlwind that they paid like $300 for. Not like in sports might have something to do with it. Hey, I just got a whirlwind, $300, my only pin. Yeah, go F yourself. They're worth way more than that now. I don't really brag about what I paid for my pin. I know I tell you what I paid, but that's just to help you out so you don't go and overpay. Like, if you saw this for sale for $2,500, you better get it down to like 16. Something a little bit more reasonable. Yeah. Exactly. Go F yourself. Well, it's like, why tell everybody what you paid, and then, like, we're left here struggling, like, trying to find a whirlwind for under $2,000. And my cousin did it at a show, at the Pennsylvania show, but I mean, granted, it probably wasn't working for $300. I understand time's running out, but you keep throwing the ball to my left flipper. I have no shot. F you. No, I was there. I think I saw a picture of it, and they were all, "This is my first pin." Well, good job at getting it for $300. Now, put another 700 into it, make it work. What time is it? It doesn't help when you're looking for one and then somebody posts that. It's like I am looking for a whirlwind, yes, but I will pay $2,500 if it's working and not a piece of crap. We don't find crazy deals around here where people are just giving away pins. Like, I feel like Pennsylvania, that's where they're giving them away. Like, you know, like throwing out mattresses and stuff. Like, oh, I have this pin lying around. It's just a fuse half the time to get it working. And my buddy picked up a diner for $1,400, and the lady's like, oh yeah, the display went out last week. And he's like, oh, okay, well, I'll give you $1,400 instead of $15 because it costs $100 to get a, you know, power supply or something. Whatever he was planning on doing with it. And just put a fuse in it and started working. Oh yeah, display works. We do get some of those deals around here, but nothing like $300. Come on. Looping. Kind of lit. I gotta go hang out with the Buffalo Pinball dudes. They got all kinds of pins. I don't know where they find theirs. I have no pins coming in. Right now I'm just trying to survive the holiday season, not buying anything. Dude, Buffalo's like 6 hours, 8 hours away from me, I think. I'm just trying to put Western Mass on the map. They were on last night and they were like... There's some musician on there, and they're like, oh, I'll be touring. And he's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to go to New Hampshire and this and that. It's like, I'll be in Western Mass. And they're like, yeah, there's nothing there. There's no pins there. I'm like, well, I got a few, but if you say there's nothing here, then go F yourself. There's 3. There's Attack from Mars in the mall that needs about 2 LEDs to brighten it up. No, I'm from near Springfield, Mass. There's that Roller Coaster Tycoon. There's a Monopoly in a laundromat that I played for 2 hours on $2 because it was just giving out games, I guess. And there's a NASCAR, Dale Jr. in the mall. It's kind of beat the shit. Clearly you need what? Clearly you need to open an arcade pinball life. Bark bark. Woof. Far from Buffalo. You coming to Chicago anytime soon? I don't know. Gotta save up that plane ticket. You know, I don't know why at Disney they don't have Williams Indiana Jones. I think at Disneyland they have Tron hooked up. The only pin I'm looking at is a Whirlwind right now. If I could secure one for $2,500, that's probably the only pin I would be looking to get. And maybe by spring I might sell Spider-Man. Just get my cash back. Oh. Now I'm like a ton of cash for like straight up cash. Like, oh, you should get this pin, home use only, $8,000, AC/DC. This reminds... What happened? Mirror image of World Cup soccer or Tales of Rain Night with the spinning disc. I like a lot of pins that totally mess with you. I think that's why I like Adams and this with the spinny disc. So I like pins that are more, that mess with you. So I mean, I like Spider-Man, but, you know, it might have to go because it doesn't F with you a lot. I just like that sort of randomness of it. It's one way to break your machine. I don't feel like a lot of Stern pins mess with you too much. Like they, I don't know. The pizza is the absolute worst. But represent it. Fireball. I don't know. We got into a discussion last night on at Buffalo Pinball on how. I mean, you can be a fanboy of Stern, but I'm not a... If I play too many Stern games, I start hating pinball. That's just how I am. I'm very select with my Stern. Like, I like The Walking Dead, and I like Spider-Man, and Tron is okay, if that's all I can... If that is all I'm allowed to play, or is that all we have, I'll still play it. But one night I played, like, too much Stern, and then it was, like, Kiss, and I don't care for Kiss. There's the last one. So I need a variety. I need Stern. I need Bally Williams, Data Use, essentially Sega and Stern. But I need a variety. For the first time, I was very surprised at how much I liked it. Yeah, you either like it or you hate it. I would rather go for an AC/DC. I'm starting to hate Kiss. I only played it like once. It was the some of the games too early on without a lot of code can feel a little soulless. Yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah, Walking Dead, like, that's the thing. Like, I love Spider-Man, but it gets too easy at times. Of course, I haven't got the superhero, but I believe that's what it's called. I sort of like harder pins. And granted, Adams isn't a really difficult pin, but it's still fun. And then you have, you know, this is a low-scoring pin, and then Whirlwind I totally hate, but I love because it, you know, it's one of those frustrating pins where you want to score high. And granted, if I owned it, I probably could. I think my high on that is like 7 mil, which isn't a lot, but it's a fun pin. It's sort of like you don't need a high theme with something like that. Like, that's why I gravitate towards Bally Williams, because they didn't really have all these crazy themes back then. It was just like Space Shuttle or Taxi, just like an everyday thing. You know, of course they had characters in that and Taxi and stuff, but when you look at Diner, it's just like working at a diner serving up drinks and food and stuff, but it's fun as hell. My local Walking Dead has out-of-box code installed. I played a Walking Dead when I went to the Cape, and I actually kind of enjoyed it. It seems like a tougher pin. I mean, a lot of Sterns, some of them do feel similar. You know, with the same sort of, go for jackpots, and you're hitting multiple jackpots, which is cool. Non-licensed pins, but often they don't feel executed right. Why, I think a pinball based on the arcade game Tapper would be great, yeah. That would be sick. Well, I mean, it's going to be hard for you to sell a pin now based on, you know, a taxi cab. All right, later, Dead Flip. Thanks for swinging by. Checking out this 2-shot pin. Everything has to be licensed now with Stern. It has to be, and it's who's got the money that they're putting up for, Walking Dead pins. I'm sure it's research and development and stuff like that of what's gonna sell. But I mean, at a certain point, it is sort of commercialized what they're going to make. What are people going to buy? Are they going to spend their money on? That's just the way I feel. Retro Uber. To find a TME just to try it. You could do an Uber pin instead, yeah. Well, it's basically the same thing. Yeah, if you can find one, I don't think I'll ever sell mine just because of the price that I got. I tend not to sell pins. I tend to just hang on to them, like the taxi I was telling you about. Like, I'd sell that for a pin bot, but then it's like, who gives a crap that you have a pin bot? I really don't think anyone would even care. And pin bots are cool, but I think taxis are more fun. In Pinball State, at the moment, an unlicensed pin could ruin a company. If CERN goes away, we get one new pin every 2 to 3 years. Yeah. Well, not technically. They did do the whole throwback. You're right though. I mean, that game that they released, it's which one am I thinking of? You guys owned it for a little bit. The sort of EM title, I can't think of the name, with the girl with the big tits. But what did they sell? 200, if that. I thought there was only like 27 sold, but it might be a few hundred. You're not going to go unlicensed with anything, because that's why they gravitate towards the pins they like. If I hated turtles, I wouldn't own this pin. I want to play Whoa Now. Yeah, Whoa Nelly. That's it. I was blanking for the name. It's a great pin, but how many did they sell? And then you compare that to the numbers of, Game of Thrones or Walking Dead, for that matter, or Kiss. It's all niche. It's like, oh, I like Pinball. Oh, and I like Kiss. Oh, I like The Walking Dead, and I like Pinball. You gotta like two things for it to actually sell. I guess for Whoa Nelly in that case, I like EMs, and I like tits. Not saying the pinball market isn't. There's not a lot of people in this field now, but I like boobs. Yeah, everybody does. This is oh crap. Basically the same idea why I want to own Pinbot. I loved the NES game as a kid, and now that I know it's a real pinball, I want it. It's a good pin. It's not a bad pin. I would pay $15. You can see them go for like $1,500 in 18 or so. I wouldn't mind. Just have to be selective. I don't have a big space for these pins, so. Like I saw a 911 for sale today, $900. But for $900, I'd probably buy a blanking on names today. I'm really bad. Sorry. High speed. Sorry. For 900, I put it into a high speed or just put another grand and get a whirlwind. There was a guy in my area selling for 1,200. I just don't have any room at the moment. That's the thing. You can have $1,200 for where you're going to put it. Luckily, I can fit 2 in this space here. My girlfriend could probably fit like a few in her basement. But then we need to get internet over there. Like I was trying to stream the taxi and couldn't. Because I was getting a lot of drop frames. It is a cool pen. I would pay $1,200. I guess at $1,200 you sort of find the space for it if you could. Or in Deadfoot's case, that guy just stores all of his pins there. So I thought I could sort of backhand that. Ugh. Nope. Gonna head out. Later, guys. Later, Tater Salad. Thanks for stopping by. I'm not gonna stay on too long. Okay. It'd be nice to have like a space where you could have like 10. I'm actually technically, right now, I'm happy with my selection or how many I have in here. I mean, I would just be happy with Adams, to tell you the truth. I do like Pinball. I do enjoy it. But I don't need to have a ton. As long as I get my fix, you know. It's better than what we have in the area right now. There is a gas station or pit stop that has an Adams right now, and like a broken no good Gophers. So that's not too far from here, but I'm not going to go to a gas station to play Adams Family. That's in pretty rough shape. It is sad though. Sort of how many you do see them. You see them around, but they're not around here in rough shape. You go to somewhere like Chicago, you go to somewhere like, Buffalo or Pennsylvania, you're going to see them in better shape. I know the guy that has a few around here. I know the business, but they'll never put LEDs in the thing. I would donate LEDs to LED his whole, one of his pens at least. That you can take Adams off their hands. Well, I already have an Adams. I probably would. Playfield's in a little bit better shape, but there are some things about it that are not that great. I personally don't like seeing incandescent lights. Where this is, the incandescents are fine because it's in a lit area next to the bathroom. But they don't care. That's the thing. It's like Pinball does not make them probably a ton of cash. What makes a ton of money is the claw machines and the ticket machines and all that crap. So pinball doesn't make a ton of money in the area. I mean, maybe in a barcade where people are drinking and they're going, "Oh, you remember playing this or playing that?" And we have a barcade, but they don't have any pinball. They had an Adams and they had a Big Guns, and then they sold their Adams because they didn't know how to fix a shooter, a plunger. They didn't know how to fix it. Any others ones you have? If you do, which company did you buy them from? I've used, this has LEDs under the, I put a few under here. These all have LEDs because those were just white. And then I have them up here. I have LEDs as well. And then I have some in the back box too. So I've used CoinTaker for those, I believe, but I selected them. I think it was CoinTaker, yeah. And then I did CoinTaker for Adams. That was actually a kit. You're better off actually finding out which pins you want. I mean, LEDs you want. And then doing that. You can do a kit, but it's more money. I only spent like $20-$30 on the ones that I have in Turtles. Fix this. Blurry. Yeah, so you're better off, I mean, unless you don't know what you want. Like for Adams, I did a kit from CoinTaker, and then from there I said, oh, this would probably look good in red, or this would look good in purple or something. So some of it was that. So the more, you can start off with a kit just to get them in there. But I personally hate white LEDs. Like I have some in here under the slingshots. But you can see that even in the video, or in filming this, it's kind of washed out there, which I hate. I just hate bright white LEDs, so I always try to do a color. Because you don't really even need the whites. As long as you have a color in there, it should illuminate it better than an incandescent. So that's why when it came to Turtles, I was like, I'm not spending another $200 for lights, and I bought just a few just to make it look kind of cool. You can leave some incandescents in there. You don't need to do everything LEDs. Like there's still some incandescents over here. So that's my suggestion, unless you want somebody to sort of select them for you. That's basically what CoinTaker will do. They'll say, oh, this is what someone else picked them out, and go ahead and try them and see if they work for you. I could show you. Let's see if I can. Which camera can I show you? I guess this one. Let me just see what I'm showing you. See if I can turn this. So I'm turning the camera now and showing you. These are all the that's my Adams LEDs, but if you notice, like down here, in the slingshot, I have some purple ones, and I like the purple. I don't think I have any whites. The only whites I have are up here in the numbers, like 9 and stuff like that, and I have it in the bear kick and stuff. But you could change that out to something else as well. So. And then even the upper playfield, I have the white in the pop, and then the greed. The greed is spelling with the white as well. But you could even change that too. Like if you wanted that to be green, put green in there. But these are just the ones they sent me. So I would match inserts with the colors. Like Super Jackpot was red, and so I matched that. And then I have blue LEDs underneath the bear kick, and I have red underneath the left ramp. So it's all your preference, what you want. People might come here and go, oh, it's too LED'd or whatever. I don't care. It's what I like, And then the Spider-Man came LED'd. I don't love it because he didn't really match the insert colors with he didn't match the LEDs with the insert, so some of them you can just see that it's a white LED, which is probably cheaper to do. So I don't love it, but that is what I was thinking with the matching. Makes the colors pop a bit better than washing them out with whites. Yeah, whites suck, man. I don't love whites, but I keep them in Adams for what they gave me. I'm not going to really change out Greed at this point, but I did change out the slingshots to it was white, and then I changed it to be lighter because I have a mod in there that when you hit the slingshot it turns white. So whites are blinding. All the flashers are going to be white, but I think you could probably get different colored or put different plastics on them to shine a different color. But it's all whatever you find looks cool. It's sort of like become your own artist of your pin, and don't let someone sort of select it for $200. You can pick up, like $1 something. If you go to a show, you can probably get them cheaper. I think the person before did a few LEDs up here, and I just left them. But definitely do it in the back box, because when I think I bought I don't know, 50 for $20 or whatever it was. They're all LED. They're all whites in there because it was so yellow. The back box looked very yellow before I put any LEDs in there. So I would recommend doing them definitely in the back box. Probably just do this game. I gotta go eat some food. I don't think where it says a million up there under the ramp, I don't think I changed those out because those are still sort of yellow. Oh, that was in, dude. Oh, 10 million. What a way to end. See if I think my high is 20, 24. There's a victory lap. Yeah, buddy. I wonder what this other sewer shot is like. What does that become now? Because it wants me to put it back in the sewer. Is that just the multi-ball? Ah, you few. 10 million hype. Ah. Yeah, we'll end on that. Just because I picked up the 10 million. Not a crazy long stream today. We usually do go live at 4. I've sort of taken some time off, catch up on some of my work. Been crazy busy. So thanks guys for coming by, checking out the stream. Maybe I'll play Turtles for a few more days, but then we'll probably switch it up and play, maybe go back to Adams or Spider-Man. I do want to get that taxi in here, and we are trying to get a Whirlwind, but everything comes out of my pocket. So hopefully we'll get a Whirlwind soon. I don't know when. See you, Osric. But yeah, we're trying to get some other pins on the stream. My buddy has a ton of pins, so if he has a fast internet, hopefully we can get over there and play some Twilight Zone and Diner and a bunch of other Jurassic Park, and we'll see. But thanks, guys. We'll see you hopefully tomorrow. But yeah, thanks for the support, and we'll talk to you guys soon.